All right, everybody.
Hello.
It's commentary track for episode 208.
Oh, my goodness.
Interdimensional Cable 2, Tempting Fate.
That's Justin Roiland. I'm Dan Harmon. Joining us are top-notch writer Ryan Ridley and keep your panties on, ladies, the soothing dulcet tones
Of Juan Leon Mesa. Did I say it right?
Nope, you got to
No,
switch.
you did not. No.
All right, you say it.
Juan Meza-Leon.
Oh, shit, I switched them around.
It's all right.
I always
That's
do
good.
that.
pretty
everybody.
pretty hot. Is that sexual harassment if I'm just like
No, not at all.
No, it's
It's
okay.
all
I
in the eyes of
appreciate
the beholder.
it's a hot name, hot voice.
Thank you.
It's
package.
animation doesn't get a lot of sexuality in the audio
I
department.
did, actually. That was a lot of inspiration for this episode, actually.
Yeah, this one we had a larger than average board team
Yes, we did.
because we had to kind of we with the sketches. It's
Oh,
always
this
kind
is
of
notoriously.
you cast a wide net and
Yeah.
then you get a lot of stuff boarded. I think any cut sketches may or may not be on the DVD.
It's
I
not
don't know.
Extra features.
There
Look at
was
those asses bouncing. the physics.
I
the
did a lot of
physics.
research on that. I did some research for
I
that.
love that.
Did some YouTube watching for that one.
This is the second part of a two-step story called Justin and I Need to Work Together. Because the first part is, if you listen to the commentary about how complicated the first episode was, where we split time 128 ways, that was the worst version of me being in charge and like making everything complicated, and Justin kind of like at one point kind of left the writer's room and was like disillusioned with the process on his own show. And at some point, he didn't really make it explicit, but he was like, I'm just gonna focus on this episode and I'm gonna make it my own. So he recorded all of these like improvised shenanigans. And then later in the process, we were brought into the fold.
Yeah, because it's always the case. It's like later in the game, I'm like, fuck, what is this? Like, and then there's so much of me in it, and then I start to panic, and then that's when I'm like, I need outside, I need help.
The eye hole, man.
But yeah, I mean the other part of it was just like I didn't like, I was like, okay, I can run with this. I can take this and run with this. We've got this 201 stuff we need to figure out. That was like priority to get that stuff sorted out. But yeah, ultimately, if I could go back in time, I would have handled this a lot more like how we did the first one.
But look here, we're missing the eye hole, man.
Yeah.
That's 201. You're talking about 201. This is 208, man.
Let's talk about the eye hole man.
Yeah, that was 7
guy.
episodes
Eye
ago,
hole
man. What the fuck?
Yeah, Eye Hole Man is fucking crazy.
Dude, that was insane to do.
Because
we had no idea. You just, okay, I recorded this. See what you guys can come up with.
Let's talk about that Justin records these sketches, then what happens when you guys hear them?
Well, a lot of them is just amazing, hilarious audio. But, sometimes there's a general idea of what to do. And some other times, all right, guys, well, here's a funny recording. See what you guys can come up with.
The Jan Michael Vincent thing is my favorite.
Oh, my God. Well, tip of the hat, big shout out there to Brian and Mark. They helped me out because when I was doing some stuff on Total Recall, some notes and stuff like that. I went to Brian. I talked to them. Hey, can you guys help me out with this particular trailer?
yeah, and it didn't have like 66 backgrounds in it or something.
Oh my God, it was insane. Design hated me.
Yeah.
Design hated me for this.
Design was
episode.
like, are you fucking kidding me? There's whole episodes with this many backgrounds.
I think
Because-
we're getting
yes,
word
'cause-
to talk more directly to the microphone from Daniel, the
Oh,
engineer.
I'm sorry.
Oh,
I just want to make sure we get all this.
oh yeah.
I'm just chilling in the seat. I had a couple of bottle of water.
Mark Maxey and Brian Newton dived in, right? And
Yes,
that's
everybody
yeah.
actually. Everybody dived in.
It was all hands on deck.
Yes, Ted,
This is
Eric, Dan.
sorry, Werner Herzog.
Warner Herzog, yes.
Doing his little cameo. Ryan Ridley and I were here for the record session.
That was
with him.
amazing.
We did this before he was on Parks and Rec, so this
Yeah.
is really his first like sitcom appearance.
Well,
as far
I
as
don't
we
think
know.
that's true if you look at his IMDb, but nonetheless.
All right.
He
I
was
just
on Three's
remember
Company.
It was amazing. I got here a little first, and it was early for the session, and I walk in, and there's just Werner Herzog sitting in the little green room.
Right.
And I was like, what am I supposed to do?
And he asked us to. He's like, so can I see the character that I'm doing the voice for? And we showed him like some characters that we've done, and he said like, oh, so they are like animals, but they speak as humans. Yes.
It was. I mean, it was amazing. It was what you would want recording Werner Herzog for a cartoon to be like from beginning to end. The whole experience.
Everything was approached laterally, and then including in the end us going, okay, you did it, that's great. And he's like, I would like one more take because I would like to get the penis line just right.
I didn't hit the penis right.
One more for the actor.
Yes.
And then we told the story a bunch of times later, but then he just hung out for a half hour afterwards and chatted with us.
Ridley, was this
How did I
your
get
idea?
here? How did I get here?
Was this your idea? I know this one came much later in the game.
How did I get here?
I don't remember.
This is.
I remember I
everybody-
wanted it to be more. I don't remember. Not that it's not good. It just.
I loved this, like, because something else was in place of this in an earlier cut. I don't know if it was animatic or color, but I feel like it was animatic.
I think maybe if it was my pitch, it was like, okay, we need to get more ideas that aren't commercials and what haven't we had game shows. Well, what could we do that's
I
an
just
insane
love the
game
absurdity
show?
of the lady.
Oh,
Yeah.
snap. Here
Just-
it is.
Yeah,
They
another,
teleport these people.
Look at the fucking design.
Jan Michael Vincent.
It's like
It's a totally different cartoon.
the art direction
Dude,
is
yes.
like
It's
just
like
all
filmation.
Yeah,
Yeah.
This is just all
This
Juan's
was so
like,
much fun
style.
to do. Well, no, see, that was the thing. I went to Brian.
It's the same as like Two Brothers. It's like that
Right.
same. Yeah.
Right, just punched up a little bit more.
Yeah, it
you
is
know?
pretty crazy.
Yeah. What the-
Get some of
And
that.
of course, Morty has no idea who. Like most people don't know
Well, how
who
do
Jan
you
Michael.
know?
Vincent-
I mean, how did Jan Michael
it was just in
Vincent-
my brain.
But why? Because for years you've been saying Jan Michael Vincent as a joke thing to say.
It's just one of those people. Like it's just one of those
the name
names.
just tickles you.
No, he was an Airwolf back when
But I don't think
Justin was a little
Justin-
baby kid.
So you think it was
It's
Yeah,
a
it's just
name
locked
that's
in
like
his-
the three name like Jan
Jan Michael,
Michael Vincent. I mean, that's a name that just.
Thing.
Michael, just this January, Michael down your Vincent.
That's Ridley. Like,
Oh God!
remember
Don't
you
give me
tempt
credit
that
for
in?
that.
No, that is you. Like that was. I walked back into the record booth and you had tempt that in, and I was like, oh, that's fucking great.
Well,
This
also we should give
January.
credit to James Atkinson.
Oh,
who's
yeah.
the dialogue editor for
better or
season
for worse.
2. But the fact of the matter is, the dialogue editor has the. I mean, usually they're just putting together the audio cut, but for this year, actually, he was creating a lot of the content.
No, like he would. James Atkinson would like go two steps beyond and like add like full sound design, like, and he was he definitely his sensibility is much more violent than Harmon's, I think. Like, and I get swept up in that sort of
Steely.
shit.
Yeah.
Because like I totally can I enjoy that shit too, but that was one problem with this episode is every sketch ended in gore.
Well, it's about curvature. Like,
Yeah.
you
Well,
guys like the
this
formula of a
this
guy
one
saying.
had some gore. This one had
It
some
did,
gore.
and I
Remember?
cut the gore. Yeah. No,
Remember?
he threw the guy out the window.
Right, right. He totally dies a bloody death on top of a taxi
right here,
cab.
right
He
there. The
tosses
next
him,
shot was
yes.
him throwing him out the
Yeah.
window and him hitting the
I
ground.
remember
and
looking at all.
exploding.
I remember looking at all the sketches and being like, okay, what are the ones that we can pull the violence
That was
back
the
from and it
Justin
won't
Dark
hurt them
period.
inherently?
Yeah, this one was fine.
It's
This
just
one
all
was
about
easy
death.
to fix. But yeah, what?
As well, it's just that when a guy says like, "Oh, hi, my name's Squibbly Dibblers, and I love peeling my skin off, and I'm about to peel my skin off. So here we go." I like something other than the skin peeling to happen, and then like you guys like twice as much
Oh
skin
my
peeling.
goodness.
What's Atkinson was like me and Atkinson just
put
keep
you
an
two
eye
in a
on
room
us.
together.
Yeah, keep an eye on us together because it's we definitely.
Look at you. That's Ryan up there.
Is that actually designed off of me?
Well, inspired by.
Okay, cool.
Really, that guy?
Well,
Wow.
I do
Look
the
at
voice
this.
of
This
him,
is
right?
Oh, that's
This is all
Ridley, the guy in the
Erica.
audience.
This is all Erica. Erica Hayes
Yeah.
totally roughed his.
I remember
I
the-
love this, the popcorn song, and he's not even on tempo.
Yeah.
But then it ends with this guy getting raped and murdered.
Of course, and demons and
And
possessed by
also
demons.
though. I mean,
Yeah.
But I will say like
You
this
gotta have
one
demons.
this one was the one that never got old for me. Like
No.
throughout all of production.
Yeah, this one has my number. It just
There you
it's
go.
the
There
only
it is.
time
Because
when
it's
he
like,
got
why?
Oh my
killed.
goodness.
It's like he's like take the he gets his
And the
profession
demons.
wrong.
What is this show? Is this
Demons,
like
thank
A&E
you.
at the even
I
at
have
the
no
improv?
idea
Like,
what this show is. I have
it's
no
not
idea.
like it's a full-blown, reality show.
No,
it's like taped at a small club.
It's like one of
No?
those old Comedy Central,
Yeah.
like the A-list or something.
I'm trying to figure out the parallel in the real world of all these shows now.
I mean, that's the beauty of it. There doesn't need to be all.
But by the way, in the interest of equal shaming, like this story is all masterminded by yours truly. This whole penis joke,
Of course.
I like every nuance of it.
Brilliant.
I love this story.
This is my
I
version
love the
of
catalog. The catalog is great.
Yeah,
I would
this
actually
whole-
I would actually like to flip through that. See what that looks like.
We
Dan
should've-
O'Connor boarded all this.
Maybe if
Yes.
we were giving
Brilliant
away
job.
the Plumbus manual on the DVD.
That
we
was
could've done the
Dan,
penis
actually.
catalog. Oh yeah, yeah.
Dan
that's
roughed
great.
out all the Plumbus bit. That was amazing.
Yeah, the Plumbus thing is amazing.
Yes.
So if there's one, the Jan Michael Vincent thing, the Plumbus thing, that thing we just saw,
Octopus
there's
Man.
a lot.
Right.
Octopus Man just murders person.
I'm just kidding.
That was boy,
Octopus
oh boy.
Man was rough. We were, and
It actually has a bunch of stuff that
got cut. Yeah.
Yes.
That actually would have probably made it okay because that whole back
It
end
was a whole
sort of,
promo for a show. I actually
Yeah.
want to see that show.
I think
There's
I think-
murders and,
Yeah, I remember that was we were going for maybe like what a CW show would be.
Yeah.
They do the Flash, they do Arrow. What if they did their?
Just seeing him run away from the car crash and then you hear the guy like Octopus Man.
I like the driver. I do like giving random audio to the artists and just letting them go nuts. I think
That's what I love about this episode. That's exactly what I was going to say. Is that we have most of the times we have free range to come up with just improvise the visuals for the audio, because sometimes we do have that free range, and that's why we as artists love these episodes. You know what I mean?
But I think that if you watch like when I first started getting into animation as an adult, like going to like Spike and Mike's Twisted animation festivals, it's
You have
like,
to be in the right state of mind. Yeah.
Yeah, when it's like there's also an animation unbridled in a totally creative crucible. Like there is a lot of viscera to it. Like it will, like stories won't just evolve on their own. 9 times out of 10, it will be a build to a murder.
Right. Yes. Oh my God. There's a whole thing that
This
happens.
one's great because at the end,
There's old Dan as well.
At the end, the guy goes, he's in a toilet stall. Yeah, this is O'Connor. And
Yes.
he's like, I was like, what do you do?
I do love this.
He's like,
There was a whole bit that was cut, right?
And then he goes, I'm just kidding.
Right.
He calls him a stupid bitch or something.
But it's crazy that that's like that. I love that. That's what I love about the animation thing, where it's like unbridled, because there's this whole unspoken
alien
weird
porn.
joke.
Oh my goodness.
It's called little bits, but their faces are so small. You don't even know if maybe it's their perception that the food is small.
By the way, that's an idea that Abed pitched.
Alien
Abed
porn,
Gates, right?
everybody.
I think so.
alien
Yeah.
porn.
Ooh.
Abed's always if he can take credit for anything, it would be something in one of these episodes.
Yeah.
This is Ryan Ridley's idea.
Just
It's
masturbating.
just it's called reverse of how it usually works. I'm masturbating in here.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I really fought for that, and I don't know. Was it worth the fight? I don't know.
Yeah, I loved
okay,
it.
good.
I love the design of the alien porn. It's so random and yet so poignant.
It's weird enough that we didn't have to censor it.
I get it. Yes, that's funny.
I like this one. Opposite news.
I wanted to cut this one. I remember.
Oh no, dude! I had so much. Dude, they edited that frame, by the way.
The funniest
It
part
had
about
kids
this.
and naked ladies on it.
Yeah, we had to.
The funniest part about it is when you get pissed in character and Pico, well, gee, they named you, and then they just kind of
Throws the paper.
because what you locked into and you completely improvised that moment. I mean, like you do all of this, but the idea of when people name their twins and they have to rhyme them, and the fact that
Like Lori and Dory.
amongst other gripes that Pico has is that his parents got lazy with his
Yeah,
name.
it was like Michael and then Pikel.
Oh my God! Can you imagine just going to the bathroom in that situation? I mean,
Oh, yeah,
Are they
that'd be rough.
human?
that'd be really rough.
I mean, I don't know. They're kind of like Mr. Poopy Butthole style creatures, people. Oh,
I love that
shares the same
refocus
thing.
and
Yeah, like,
adjustment. Yeah,
that was Harmon's like pitch to like have it
That's
have
beautiful.
them switch back and it's still on
I love that.
and then the camera.
Why do they
cameraman-
have to do them at the same? I mean, really?
Because it saves
just
production
crazy.
money.
It saves production
It saves
money,
production
yeah.
money. Hello.
Justin wanted to cut that line. I was like, "That? Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
That's
That makes the whole fucking joke. Yes.
I just
the
was
whole
like,
fucking
I
point.
just was like, can we beat that? But yeah, you're right. We couldn't.
So big elaborate setup for that line.
Justin, I know that we give you a hard time sometime for some of the sketches, sensibility-wise, but nobody improvises this nonsense better than you, kid.
Dude, and we try to make sense of it.
Well,
I mean, anybody could. We throw out all these concepts, and even the ones that don't make the cut. It's Justin still riffs some hilarious
No,
stuff.
it's
listen,
amazing.
That
if
makes
we
it
do
fun.
if
That's what
we
makes
do a
it fun.
third, I'm not going to say on this commentary because spoiler. I at least want to have a different, or not different, but just a few more people on the other side of the glass.
Well, that's what made
pitching.
one. I think some of the sketches that we'd be in the booth with you, and you'd start doing fake doors, and we go, okay, well,
Yeah.
And then we would
Well,
just
also
have
like
you,
Strawberry
like-
Smiggles was like you
Yeah.
jumped in and
just
like
do
added
stuff
all
and then
the...
go, oh my god, and then we'd go like
do this, add
and then
this
we'd
part.
go like, we'll throw in a couple lines about this, that, and that, because
Yeah.
as comedy writers, we're just thinking you could go here or there with it.
Yeah,
So and then
curvature
you
to
just grab that stuff and then move on.
Yeah.
and let us.
It's still the same
be
fun.
The,
like
the
it's still...
pedantic snobs that are going like, oh, that's 3 murder jokes in a row.
How
You
do you
know.
do it? The plumbus.
This one, this one is
Do you
this
have a
one
plan?
is
breakout star.
This one's amazing because
This is all Dan O'Connor right here.
Like he got this, and then I just said just make it feel like
The
how it's
schleem.
made on a Dr. Seuss.
And he came up with
alien.
all this conceptually.
Yeah,
Oh,
he
my-
just roughed it out one day, and basically just traced his stuff.
Yeah, and then I got the roughs and I got the thumbs, and I was like, all right,
Dude.
clean this shit up.
It's
You're
so-
good to go.
Well, I love because
It
One of
really
our-
is genius.
they were trying to call all these characters and label them, and one of the coordinators was saying, "Oh my God, there's a lot of double entendre on this episode." I'm like, yes.
I didn't even like when I was recording the dialogue. I wasn't even thinking about it like that at all. I just I think I wrote down a couple of key words.
If you think about the
that's-
amount of
look at
money that H.R.
I have mine, by the
Giger
way.
made, like
I
doing
have
so
mine.
much less.
Thank you. Personal space.
Oh man, I had all these plans for this website.
Yeah, man.
I was like, I'll fucking.
I subscribed. I actually subscribed.
I said I was gonna go in the booth and I was gonna record 4 hours of me just going like, 1, personal space, 2, get out of the personal. Like I was gonna do that for 3 hours straight until I got to the highest number I could,
It'd be cool if you can download the film.
and then
Of it, yeah.
that never happened.
Is this? I can't remember. He introduces the show and then ends the show. Like the show is the real time, right?
Yes.
Okay, because a lot of times we're cutting into something, but this
There's
is
a
just...
callback to the hamster.
Look at the hamster in the
Yeah,
back.
oh, that's I love that.
Look at the guy in the back. He likes it. He's into it. Look at him.
Yeah, he's like, all right, I'm following along.
Where can I buy this?
Yeah, it's like we turned on like a Richard Simmons
I love
video,
the dumb.
basically.
By the way, like a lot of this is the way it is because of James Atkinson. Like the sound effect of the tape cassette button. Like he literally will go in and build all the sound design, and then
And
it
now
sort
he
of
says,
just.
I'm going to rip
no.
my skin off. And then he rips his skin off.
Well, he says, I like personal space so much that I can't handle.
Even
I gotta
his
get the
skin is
skin out of my
crying him.
personal space.
Yeah, I didn't give the joke enough nuance in the retelling, but my point
But
is...
this part, then we added this.
Okay.
It's the Northsiders.
Yeah.
I like that it's on BBS.
It's a BBC show.
It's a classy show. Oh my
Personal
God.
Space is on the BBC.
I love this.
In another
And
reality.
it's a
love this.
lead-in to a.
Look at this. The Olympics of the what? The crop.
Garble garbles?
The garble garbles.
Yeah, these guys, the Jerry guys.
I will laugh my ass off every time I would see.
I mean, are they
animatic of this.
suicidal or are they reconstituted?
I don't
That's
know.
what
That's
I
their
don't know.
nature. That's their nature. See?
What's an example of a suicidal animal? Like, they just will kill itself.
Lemmings?
Well, that's a myth. The lemming thing is a myth.
So yeah, are there
Storyboard artist?
animals that just fucking flip a switch and die?
They say that all animals will engage in suicidal behavior, like rats in a warehouse when the food supply hits a peak. They'll start to mutilate themselves and eat their young and stuff, and kill. Well, they'll kill each other. But suicidal, suicidal as a species, but as individuals, I don't know, because that lemmings thing, I remember reading that that's a myth. They don't just like jump off cliffs.
Yeah.
They don't sit at rest.
But the video game Lemmings is great. We can all agree about that.
Why can't they make a new version of that?
I don't know. I really would like them to.
That was great.
I love all the music and everything.
Oh, Jerry, what you thinking about?
This is so fucking great. There was a version of this.
My favorite joke.
The
My favorite
nano
joke.
doctor.
Guterman
Yeah.
joke?
Is that Guterman?
I think maybe, yeah.
Oh my goodness.
It's just a nano doctor. Nano doctor. Nano scalpel.
There were 2 versions of this. Remember, you boarded this, and then O'Connor boarded this.
Dude, yeah, there was two versions of this.
And I was like, fuck. Well, actually, coming up, the crazy part
Right.
when he
Here we
runs
go.
out.
Octopus.
By the way,
man.
this was one of the last things I recorded that day, and I
Right.
was fucking wasted.
I love it though.
And you can hear it in my voice.
Yes, that's why I love it.
I was
see,
drunk as hell.
I hope that the whole full animatic of this ends up on the DVD. For
Oh
this.
yeah.
Why isn't
hopefully.
this guy acknowledging
That's the other thing. I was just like, what is the story with the driver? Like, he's just not saying
That's what I
anything.
like. What you're describing is that's
in
called
the moment,
nuance.
man.
That's
He's in the
called
moment.
nuance. That's not nuance.
He doesn't even blink.
Yeah, that's the
But those are the trouble mites. Those are the trouble mites. You
Regular
gotta.
people are trouble mites
taking
people.
a walk.
By the way, that was all Atkinson. Like, I got the radio play, and he had footsteps, and then stab and scream, and I was like, all right, you got my
Yeah,
number.
because James's joke is, I can't believe this is on television. And it's like, we're like, I have a television show.
But I love it. I was like, oh man, this is brilliant.
Oh no, this is live, Jerry. They're gonna, oh my goodness.
I remember we were monkeying around with this section for a while, like leading in color, like we were gonna try to sort of do a similar thing to what we did in the first one here, but I can't remember what
I didn't
it
even
was.
realize. I didn't even think about that. Yeah, the idea that they all end with Jerry on TV
Yeah,
doing something.
on the news. Yeah,
Live.
It's we got to continue that trend.
Yeah, I guess Jerry's like Arthur Dent in the Hitchhiker's series. He's like, as the unremarkable
goodness.
proto-human, he is the nexus of all like sci-fi.
Oh no.
Oh, Summer just got an eyeful. Right
Yeah,
there.
right?
It's an eyeful.
Oh, pixelated
Jeez.
privates.
Here we go. Boom, boom. This was a lot of fun to draw, by the way.
Yeah, this was where we said your version and O'Connor's
my
version.
goodness.
Because was it O'Connor's version that he runs over and starts actually humping the body?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I remember laughing really hard, but
Yeah.
I was like, I don't know if.
This was something I remember I really pushed in because this butthole ice cream. I was
This
like,
worked
Yeah.
out really beautiful in the end.
yeah,
Yes.
it was randomly
No
somewhere
pun
else. I was
intended.
like, I mean, at this
Well, it
point,
got cut,
we're in-
remember?
I know, but I'm saying, like, I was like, if we can recontextualize some of the pooping jokes, I don't know,
Yeah,
maybe that'll help.
It was like a genuine commercial. It had like a whole intro to it and everything.
If
We
it-
go into
on
the
it-
shop.
Yeah, because it was on its own, and then I was like, maybe it's funny if that's just
It's
what
funny if
Jerry
you wake-
sees when he's just
If you wake up to
No.
that, can you
Yeah.
imagine? You can wake up to a butthole
I just
commercial.
love that he that's the, like you're getting his POV of his eyes opening and it's just full screen butthole ice cream parlor.
Vanilla.
And he's like,
Vanilla.
where am I?
Pistachio.
We got to do a third one of these because
Yes,
this,
please.
This went so wrong in so
Please-
many
No,
ways.
no.
No, I know
this
a lot
is-
of good
dude,
came of it, but
Yes.
we got to
Jamal
do a third
convincing?
one to like cement it in.
No, and what's cool about
It's
these
our
episodes?
Treehouse of Horror. We'll just do
Right.
it every year.
But see, the cool thing about these episodes is that everybody can contribute to these. You know what I mean? That's what I did. Is
Except me.
Come on, you contributed.
I was welcomed into the process too late.
That's true.
well, you know,
That is true.
community and all that.
Well, this is if it's a trilogy, that was our dark chapter, and we'll
Yes.
come back with the third
We'll
one.
come back.
That's what
we'll
I'm
come back
saying.
swinging our
The lessons we learned.
arms.
Hopefully, I get to play with that one too.
Those butts could have had an arc. Octopus
They were
Man
very,
could
they
have
were
been
very
threshold.
shallow. Very,
Could have
very
met a goddess.
Octopus Man, I'm telling you, I fucked up. I cut the whole back half of that I think
No.
made
I just want to
made
thank
it better.
Eyehole Man.
I like this tag though.
This is
Thank
great.
you.
The idea that
The Eyehole Man.
no matter what, if you buy a box of his cereal and do what he
He actually
Don't
comes
buy
through
it.
on his promise.
Yeah, it's fine.
I just want to thank everybody that worked on this show. Everybody
Yeah.
worked really, really hard.
Thank you.
Thank
Juan.
Thank
very
you,
much.
everybody.
Amazing.
Did you get any of that?
It's a good show.